Alrighty, here we go. Gonna go ahead and start off on the play here with our nice little elf deck that we've got. So this is a little questionable. We do have a card if we, on turn 2, draw like a Blight Soil Druid, which would be pretty phenomenal. Plus if we find a forest at any point, then Green Sun Zenith will basically be tutor up any creature, and since we have a Deadbridge Shaman here, even though it isn't very likely we're going to be casting Huntmaster on time, I'm going to go ahead and keep it. That's not an easy choice, but I don't think I want to mulligan to 6. Get much better than this. One of these swamps was a forest, preferably 2, and then that would be phenomenal. Turn 2, I could Green Sun Zenith up like a Heritage Druid or Wirewood Symbiote or something and go to town. But yeah, if we draw a forest, then I think it'll be very hard to lose. A nice little Benevolent Bodyguard. Oh, and a forest, right on time. Better lucky than good, sometimes. So I could have just Zenithed up something, but I think I'm going to save that for like an Imperious Perfect or something later. I can go turn 3 Deadbridge, and then turn 4 Huntmaster if I find a forest, or turn 4 Zenith up a Imperious Perfect. Go ahead and pass. See if our opponent has anything. Another Vanguard. So opponent could have a what is that called? Raise the Alarm here, and that'd be pretty bad actually because, well, I guess it wouldn't be the worst. I'm gonna grow my Vanguard before combat, of course, but he can use Benevolent Bodyguard to protect one of the tokens, and both of them will survive, killing my Vanguard. It would be a 1-for-1 still, and I think I would be okay with that. So I'm gonna go ahead and just play the Shaman, make my Vanguard bigger in attack. If I'm walking into a Raise the Alarm, then so be it. Could have also played the Vanguard, getting them both bigger simultaneously, but I think I just want to use my mana efficiently. Although maybe it was more efficient to actually cast the green spell, so that I can do multiples of that in a turn. This looks like a Raise the Alarm. Alright, so if he just trades for that... Oh, okay, I was expecting a trade there, but that's perfectly fine with me. I'll be happy to get a Imperious Perfect now. I don't think I actually block. If he attacks with both, I think I'm happy with that. Depending on what he plays to follow up, Benevolent Bodyguard can still protect it. Opponent did mulligan to 6 as well, so getting them to discard a card to the Deadbridge would be nice, but I think the fact that I have payoff cards makes it worth not doing. Alright, so I could attack him here. The fact that our opponent just didn't do anything with his mana makes me want to play the Huntmaster and just pass. So I think I'm going to do that. And the next turn I could play Vanguard and Zenith up something smaller than a perfect, but I don't know if I want to do that. Could attack with all 3, with a 3/3 Vanguard. I'm just going to wait. Whenever any elf enters the battlefield, it gets bigger. So with a card like Huntmaster, it's going to get pretty crazy. Each creature I play is effectively +2/+2. 3/3 if it's an Imperious Perfect. Although I have to cast it, so it won't actually... Okay. He got the Glare of Subdual. That's nice. But I was saying I have to cast an elf to get an elf off the Huntmaster. So Green Sun Zenith doesn't actually do as much as just casting the Perfect would. So you can tap untapped creatures, tap my guys down. Wow. Another Huntmaster. Alright. I think I'm just going to play that. If I find a land next turn, I can do... Yeah, I can play Vanguard plus Zenith a Perfect. So that's kind of insane. Opponent could just tap all 3 of his guys, tap all 3 of my guys, which he is likely going to do. That's pretty good against... I guess it's decent against a Heritage Druid. In my upkeep, he can tap down my dudes. I'm just going to yield to this. I guess I don't actually want to do that, in case I have a response somewhere down the line, which I don't just yet. That's a pretty good strong card, though. Let's go ahead and use this. Always yield, and always yield. There's a lot of triggers to go by. Okay. Yeah, I guess we're done. So, looking to draw like a Sylvan Might or something, and just get big and start trampling over everything he's got. I'm not going to be attacking with the Huntmasters, most likely. They're better off just generating Endless Elves. Oh, I didn't even see that. So, whenever another elf doesn't specify yours, But your opponents apply to it as well. That's kind of cool. That's actually a bit of a problem. Unless I find a removal spell for this, he's actually going to do a nice job of deterring my Dead Bridge from attacking. And with a card like Benevolent Bodyguard, he'll be able to save it nicely. So this Tragic Slip is nice. I can use it if he ever sacrifices the Benevolent Bodyguard. That'll trigger Morbid, and I can use it to kill whatever he's trying to protect. So I'm going to go ahead and cast the Vanguard, get more elves, and I think just start attacking with the Vanguard. Heal to this, and use its ability. Get bigger. Yeah. And now I have multiple elves getting bigger off multiple stuff. So, is there anything that we could tutor up with a Zenith that would be nice here? It has to be green, costs 2. I think it's better, much better just to save it for a perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and try to attack, but he's just going to tap me down. It's kind of unfortunate. I can't really attack much else into the cohort here. I think we're just going to wait. Keep on getting bigger. This is where tap to give all of your elves plus X equals the number of elves you have is really strong. Opponent's got to beat us somehow, though. So definitely bringing in Enchantment Hate for the Glare here. Definitely Nature's Claim, I think. Trigon Predator is nice, but you can just keep tapping it down with dudes, so I'll never be able to actually attack him. Serra Angel, that's the way to win. Okay. And with the Benevolent Bodyguard, he can actually protect it. I think I have to actually use the slip on the Bodyguard that denies him one thing that can tap my guys down, and it will keep it from protecting the Serra Angel for something else. Unfortunate as that is. So, yeah. This is unfortunate. He's got multiple things here kind of messing with me. Leaving back his cohort. Alright, let's go. Oh, and Serra Angel's very good with Glare of Subdual also. I'll go ahead and tap down the Bodyguard. Doesn't bother using it. No reason to. So, let's see. Green Sun Zenith. We've got... might have to get a Scarblade, actually. Even though I would really like to get a perfect right now. I think I have to get a Scarblade so I can use it now and start. And I can discard an elf to give his Serra Angel minus millions. Oh, man. It'd be so nice, though, just to tutor up perfect right now and attack with everything. They'll be big enough that they can break through a Ballynock cohort. Just keep making more elves every turn. But yeah, I think I have to, unfortunately, go for the bigger card here. The removal have a bigger impact. We'll see. Alright, so we got Imperious Perfect, and we have... Oh, of course, it has to be green. Alright, that makes it easy then. So we can't actually take Lyssalana Scarblade. I need a Scarblade, Sylvan Might, or a Blight, Annihilate or something to break through that Serra Angel. But yeah, perfect here is going to be just perfect, I think. Get a bunch of elves. And now I can go ahead and attack. He's going to tap down a bunch of my stuff. Definitely the 11-11. Could start attacking with Elf Warriors too, even though he gets to kill them for free with a Ballynock cohort. Man, that Glare of Subdual is wrecking me. Just think if I had that right now, you never get to attack again. I forget what we took over it. I think it might have just been like a Huntmaster or something, some other elf. Not sure if that was right or wrong. So he taps down another Lyssalana. I can only attack with Huntmaster and then that. I might still attack with everything. Okay. So I think I attack with the Huntmasters. Could attack with all three. I'm only getting in one though. That doesn't seem worth it. So I'm just going to attack with the two Huntmasters and pass. If he trades a Serra Angel, that'd be perfectly fine. Just takes a bunch. Yeah, Serra Angel's really good here. can attack with it, and then choose to either tap down my guys or use it to block. Vigilance is very nice with Glare of Subdual. Annihilate would be pretty good. Opponent just plays another Vigilant big guy. Attacks for 4 in the air, we can't do much about it. That is fine. Oh, Sylvan Might, okay. I'll take it. Yeah, so I can cast it, but I can't even flash it back, even if I had more mana. If I didn't play the Vanguard pre-combat. But playing the Vanguard, I think, is better than, like, holding up Imperious Perfect or something. So just always yes to this. So I think I can just attack here and use Sylvan Might to trample over the Angel or something, if I can't just outright kill him. So let's go to attacks. Yeah. Let's see. So you're going to tap down 2 soldier token. Oh, no, he just lets me attack with everything. Sure. That's just lethal off of the Vanguard. I think that was a mistake. I don't think it would have mattered, so let's just do that real quick. Opponent taps down 14/14, and can't really see it. 6/6 Elvish Vanguard. And then he's got 3 blockers for our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 4, 20 power, essentially. Yeah, I think with Sylvan Might there, we still would have been able to drill past even that stuff. So that worked out very nicely. I think I'm going to bring in Nature's Claim for that enchantment. I might bring in a Cabal Therapy. I mean, he's going to have cards, I think, like Swords to Plowshares, maybe like Humble and other annoying combat tricks. He has Serra Angel, which I can easily get. He's got that Glare of whatever, Subdual or something. I think it's worth bringing in for that alone. I could bring in Trigon Predator, although once he's already cast it, like I mentioned, it's not as good. Winter Orb. He's got a Llanowar Elf. Not a whole lot else. I think I might bring this in, actually. My stuff's so cheap, mostly. I kind of want to try it. I don't know if it's the right call, but I think I'm going to take it in regardless. And maybe another Tragic Slip for killing... not a whole lot, really. Without Morbid, it kills the Benevolent Bodyguard and his elf, I guess. It's worth it. I think I can cut Brawn from this. What else? Deadbridge Shaman is an elf, but it doesn't match up very well against like Raise the Alarm, as well as it could, I guess. Let's see. I was thinking about cutting a land, but then I definitely don't want to, I think, add this Winter Orb. I think I will cut a land on the draw, so if I cut a Swamp, maybe I cut the Winter Orb as well, and then one more card. Bringing in a lot, actually. Maybe a single Deadbridge Shaman. Is that better than the second I can cut a Tragic Slip. Right, I think I like this the best, so... I could definitely be making some mistakes here. I also can't help but think of a Messy Tome when I see this. Like someone's homework or something was scratched out. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and roll with this, I think. I think it's safe to cut a land. I mean, my curve pretty much ends at 4, except for the Annihilate. Got Blightsoil Druids, I'm on the draw. Which actually makes me really want to play Winter Orb, so I think I will. And I will cut... one card for it. I'll cut a Deadbridge Shaman. Let's see if that works. All right. Stay tuned for game 2.